Okay, so good afternoon. We have finished formula and functions. We took enough time for discussing those two things. When it comes to function, you know, they are formula, of course they are formula, but they are special formula found in spreadsheet. Every function must start with an English word like sum, average, right? But if you try a mathematical application like equal a1 plus b1 plus c1, definitely they are not functions, they are formula. Okay, but function can also be called formula. There is no doubt. Okay, right. So we have only 5 functions. I have explained all the functions: sum, average, max, min, count. Hope everyone remembers. Right. So before we start the next part in the spreadsheet, there is a small part available. But before that, before taking that one, I want to explain one question came in 2014 or 15, a past paper question, because sometimes it is important to understand the structure, past paper structure, because we got the knowledge, but we should know how to apply that. So for that, definitely we need a structure, paper structure. Okay, so let's take a second part question. I already did some MCQ questions, but take a second part question. Right, look here. This is 2016 past paper. It would be better if I do 2 or 3 questions, past paper question, but we don't have enough time. But I try to manage with the first one, this one only, right? Okay, look at the question. The given spreadsheet segment shows the distribution of monthly tea prices for the year 2015. Source www.indexmundi.com, right? The source also given, right? So this is the model. In part 2, you will be given a spreadsheet like this, a small sheet, and based on the table, questions asked. Sometimes 4 questions, sometimes 5. So here they ask 5 questions, right? So every time they show a small sheet and ask you some questions based on the sheet, right? Okay. So as it is said, monthly tea prices for the year 2015 are shown. Look here, months are there. 2014 December, 2015 January, 2015 February, and there are some months, but not included. You can see some spaces there. So which means March there, April there, then okay. So November, you can find the number of row also, right? Look at the row, it's 5, then immediately it's 14, which means in between 5 and 14 there are other rows. Okay, and 2015 average price also there. In C column there are price differences. Okay, let's take the first question. A formula of the form equal function 1 within brackets cell 1 colon cell 2 is written in cell B16 to calculate and display the average price of tea for the year 2015. Write down the relevant terms for function 1, cell 1 and cell 2. Have you understood the question? I repeat it. A formula of the form equal function 1, cell 1 colon cell 2 is written in B16. Where is it? B16. Here it is. Okay. To calculate and display the average price of the tea for the year 2015. So they wanted to show the average price for 2015. Okay. Write down the relevant terms for the function 1, cell 1, cell 2. Look here. The question is not to write the function. They don't ask you to write the complete function. So they they suggested that there is a formula in the name of, or in the form of, equal function 1 cell 1 colon cell 2 is written in B16. So there is a formula based on this format. Okay. And also, you know, this formula is written in order to calculate and display the average price. That is important, right? In order to find the average price, there is a formula written, but it is in the form of this one. Okay, equal function 1, cell 1, colon cell 2. Now the question is, what are the terms to be written for function 1, cell 1, and cell 2? Okay. Before answering to this question, let's write the function in B16 directly. We know how to find the average, right? So ignore the question for a while. Ignore that particular one, last sentence. Write down the relevant terms of function 1, cell 2. That may be the question, but ignore that for a while. So now we will try to write the function directly in B16. Suppose if you ask to write the function, what will you write? So look here, this is finding the average, right? So it must be, I am writing here, somewhere here, equal, okay. Tell me, what is the function to be written for finding the average?
Equal average.
Okay, equal average, right? So it is equal average. Spelling must be important, A-V-E-R-A-G-E. Average, right? Then simple bracket. So, you know, inside of the bracket, you have to show the cell addresses separated by a comma. But here, the figures are in a cell range, in a certain cell range. So no need to show them by using or by separating a comma, right? So you can show the cell range. But remember, the question is average price for the tea, average price of tea for the year 2015, right? So you need to pick the 2015. So where the 2015 starts, here it is. Look here. Ignore this one. You can't say 318. That is 2014 December. But you have been asked to find the average for 2015, which means 2015 January to 2015 December, right? So where is that 2015 January price? Here it is. Am I correct, right? So B4. So equal average B4, okay, colon. Then we need to write the last cell in the range. So what is the last cell? It must be 2015 December, right? So what is it? Here it is. 492.71. So where is it? B15. So it is B15. Okay. So this is the function to be written in B16 if we are asked to write the function directly. But the question is not like that. So they mentioned that there is a formula in this format is written in B16. Suppose, look at my function. Now, if you take my function, it seems to be in the same format. Look here, according to their format, it is function 1. Function 1 means there is a function name. It may be sum or average or whatever, right? So instead of function 1, I use average. Look here, within the bracket, they put the cell 1, which means one cell. You don't know what it is, right? A cell. So for cell 1, I have written B4. Then according to the format, it's colon. Okay, I also used the colon. Then cell 2, which means another cell. It doesn't mean the next cell or maybe immediate cell. It is another cell, right? So according to my answer, it is B15. So now what I'm trying to say is my function is similar to the format. According to the format, if you take the format, there should be a function 1. So here I have average. Then cell 1, here I have B4. Then cell 2, yes, B15. So now I should realize that my function is appropriate. But it is not good to write the function as answer because the question is write down the relevant terms for function 1, cell 1 and cell 2. So even if you write this function directly, you can be awarded marks, right? But always try give the answer for the questions, right? So here the question is all about writing the terms for function 1, cell 1, cell 2. So rather than writing the function directly, write the terms. How to write? So they ask the word for function 1, right? So you may write function 1. Okay, function 1. Put the arrow or maybe equal or something, right? Function 1, what is it? Average. Okay, average. You don't need to put the equal sign here because according to the format, the equal is already there. You are asked to write the words only for function 1, cell 1 and cell 2. So function 1, it is average. Then in the next line, cell 1. Okay, cell 1. Put an arrow or maybe equal or something. Cell 1, what is your cell 1? It is B4. So it is B4. Okay. Then cell 2. So in the next line, you can write cell 2. Cell 2, right? Use an arrow. What is cell 2? B15. Okay. So this is going to be B15. Okay. This is the answer. So rather than writing the function in one line, you wrote them or you have written them in separate lines because you have to answer for the question. So this is the answer. Function 1, arrow, average. Cell 1, B4. Cell 2, B15. So this kind of a questions asked often nowadays, right? This is one of the patterns, right? So remember that. Okay, so first one is right. If you have doubts, you can ask me, right? So I will go to the second one. Price difference of average monthly price for the month of December is calculated as follows. Okay, price difference of average monthly price for the month of December is calculated as follows. Look here, the method is given. Price difference for December is equal to price December minus price November. Okay, so they have shown you how to calculate the price difference for December. So what's the method? Price December, which means December price minus November price. Okay, look at the question. A formula of the form equal function 2 within bracket cell 3 comma minus cell 4 is written in cell C15. Where is C15? Here. Okay, in this cell they write, okay, so in this particular cell they write a formula in this format. Don't forget the format. Equal function 2 within bracket cell 3 comma minus cell 4 is written in cell C15 to display the price difference for the December 2015. Write down the relevant terms for function 2, cell 3 and cell 4. Okay, so I hope that you understood the question. So, you know, it's all about subtraction, right? Subtraction. So, okay, now forget about this question for a while. Now I want to find the price difference here, right? In this cell C15. So what happens if I write equal, listen to me, equal, we have to subtract November price from December price, right? So where is the December price? It is in B15. So equal B15 minus, where is the November price? It is B14, right? So B14. So suppose if it is written in C15, okay, if this formula is written in C15, will it show the right answer here? Can we have the right answer, right price difference in C15? Have you got my question? This is written in C15. Will it show the right price difference?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It is correct, right? So this is correct. But for this question, this is wrong, because according to the question, there is a formula in this format. Look at the format. Equal function 2. So equal function 2 means there is a function used. Instead of function 2, you must use a name, right? Like sum or average or max. So here I used a simple mathematical formula. So this, even though this can show the answer, but for this question, this is not accepted. Okay, so this is wrong. I'll raise it. Okay, so let's try this. Tell me, is there any function used for subtraction? Does MS Excel have any function for subtraction?
No, sir.
No, right? I clearly told you there is no function for subtraction in Excel. But if we use some function in a little bit different way, then we can get that subtraction answer. But it doesn't mean that it is subtraction. Sum is subtraction. It is for addition. But when you make some adjustment there, then you can have the answer. So when it comes to subtraction, you can use only some function in a little bit different way. Okay, forget about the question now. So now I will find, okay, I will find the answer by using the function. So it is equal sum within brackets. So you know you have to subtract November price from December price. So tell me what happens if I write B15 comma B14. What would be the answer now? What happens now?
They will be added, sir.
What's the answer?
Those
What
prices
happens?
will be,
Huh?
those prices will be added.
Yes. Now these two prices will be added. But that is not the question. We have to subtract that, right? So now put a minus sign here. Now what happens? Now also these two values are added. You can't say that you subtract them, right? So now also addition is there. But what happens? Now you are adding two values. One is B15. What is B15? 492.71, right? That is one. Then you are adding minus B14. So minus B14 means minus 502. Have you understood? So now 492 and minus 502 are added. So when it is minus, you know, the answer will be subtraction, right? So this is the function to be written in C50. Okay, so this is the function. But now take a look at the format. Let's check whether that format is similar to our function. So function 2, yes, I have written a function. Function 2 means the function name. So because in the previous question they put function 1. So that's why they use function 2 here. Okay, that's correct. Then they expect a cell address, that is cell 3. Yes, I have B15, that is my cell 3. Then comma there, minus there. Yes, I have also these two, minus there, comma there. So it suits. Then cells 4, which means another cell. So here I have B14. So it exactly fit to that particular formula, particular format, right? So now I can simply say function 2. Okay, function 2 should be, you may use as arrow, sum. It is sum. Then cell 3. Look at the question, function 2, cell 3, cell 4. So second one, cell 2. Sorry, cell 3. Cell 3. So what is cell 3? B15. So it is B15. Then cell 4. So I am writing somewhere here, cell 4. which means the next cell. So what is it? B14. So these are the answers. Don't add the minus signs into your answer because minus is already in the format. Look at that. It is already there in the format. You are asked to write the words only for function 2, cell 3 and cell 4. So don't think that it is minus B14 or something. Minus is already there in the format. So you need to write the words for the 3 terms, function 2, cell 3, cell 4. So function 2 sum, cell 3 B15, cell 4 B14. Clear? Right, next one. What would be the formula displayed in cell C4 if the formula in C15 is copied to cell C4? I will read it out again. What would be the formula displayed in cell C4 if the formula in C15 is copied to C4? So now, just now we have written a formula in C15. Okay, so what happens if that particular formula is copied to C4? Okay, have a look at this. I will try on the board. So the formula which we have written is equal sum, okay, B15 comma minus B14. This is the one which we have written. Now, where is it? It is in C15, right? C15. It will be copied to C4. Now we are going from bottom to top, right? So in a opposite manner. So what happens? So what will be displayed in C4? This is the question. I want someone. Okay, wait. Gajanike, what's the formula? Gajanike, what is displayed in C4 now? You are there, right? Gajanike.
Equal sum.
Equal sum.
Bracket B12.
Equal sum. What's the next?
B12.
B12, right?
Minus. Comma minus.
Comma minus.
B11.
B11. Abhinaya B. Abhinaya B. Is it the right answer? Gobisha. Gobisha.
No, sir.
So tell me the answer.
Equal
Yes.
sum
Yeah.
B4
B4, right?
comma
Okay.
minus B3.
Minus B3. I want someone. One more. Jadushan K. Jadushan K. What is the correct answer? If you have any answer, you can tell me or choose the right answer. Jadushan K.
Second one, sir.
Second one. Okay, look here. Look, I have explained several times. I took enough time to explain that change. If you notice my previous classes, I gave importance only for those changes, not the sum or average or max or min. You could understand them easily. So in fact, I didn't give importance for them. They may be important, right? But for me, they are not important because everyone can understand. But the changes occurred when a formula is copied to another cell seems to be very important. And also you may make mistakes in that particular area. So that's why I have taken enough time to explain. Still you are making mistakes. Look here, this is in C15. Now it will be copied to C4. So now what is the first thing to be checked? Whether we change the column or row. Going from C15 to C4. So now we can understand that row is changed. Nothing changed in the column. So now there is nothing changed in the column letter. That may be your first conclusion, right? No changes occurred in the column letter. Okay. So here B, here also B. Okay. In this two, you got it. BB, right? That's correct. But now from 15 to 4, so you went quite a lot because you were there in the 15 row. Now you are in the 4th row. So you moved several rows, right? So don't count one by one. It takes time, right? You can, but it takes time. It's very simple. Look here. When you were in C15, it is 15. B15 is 15. When you were in 15, this is 15. Now you are in 4th row. So what would be? It must be 4. You can't say 15. When you are in 15, this is 15, same number. Now you went up, right? Several rows. So now you are in 4th row. So definitely this is also 4, B4. When you were in C15, it is B14, one short, right? So you were in C15, but it is B14. Okay, one row above. So now you are in C4. So what would we do? It must be B3. Again, one short, right? So you are in C4. No changes occurred in column, right? It remains B. So it is B3. This is the answer. Okay, equals sum B4, comma, minus B3. This must be the answer. Okay. Right, so the 4th and 5th questions are based on charts that wasn't explained yet, right? So I will explain charts later. So after that we can understand. So will you want me to explain any other past paper question, or can we go to the next, next chapter? Sorry, not chapter, next part, maybe charts. Do you expect me to explain one more past paper question, second part question, or is it enough? Give me your ideas. If you think that it is enough, it's okay, we can move. But if you think that it is still you have some problems in answering, let me ask. Give me your idea, answers, or your feedbacks. Do you want any other questions or any other past paper questions? Okay, try sending your feedback as at least as a text. I will consider. I will give 1 or 2 minutes. Try. Send them text in the form of text. Then only I can read and come to a conclusion. Okay, so I got some of your feedbacks, and majority of you need one more question. Only few of you said that you understood and you don't want, but majority want one more question, right? Okay, doesn't matter. I will take one more, because I also feel that understanding spreadsheet is very important, because that may be one of the main question to be selected in the final paper, right? So it is very important. So let me take one question. Second part, not MCQ, second part. Okay, take a look at this. 2017. The following spreadsheet segment shows CO2 emission of some Asian countries in the years 1972 and 2014. Okay, so the vehicle emission, so this CO2 emission, right? So you know, in 72 some Asian countries are given and the amount also given. Now in 2014 also that amount is given. You can see that they dramatically changed, right? There is an increment in CO2, right? So let's take the question. In the D column, you have to find the differences and percentage. Okay, let's read the first question. Write down the formula that should be written in cell D4 to find the difference of CO2 emission between years 2014 and 1972 in Bangladesh. Within bracket, difference is equal to value of 2014 minus value of 1972. Have you understood? So the first question is, write down the formula that should be written in cell D4. Here it is. Okay, D4. Here, right? D4. To find the difference of CO2 emission between years 2014 and 1972 in Bangladesh. So you know, in fourth row, Bangladesh data are there. According to this format, you need to subtract 1972 from 2014. They give the format because sometimes you may think that it is in the opposite way. So sometimes you may think that 2014 value should be subtracted from 1972. No, according to their data, it seems to be value of 2014 minus value of 1972. So I'm asking you directly. So tell me what will be displayed or what is written in D4 now. What is in D4? Tell me your answer.
Equal C4 minus B4.
Equal
C4 minus.
C4, right? C4.
Yes, sir. C4.
C4 minus
B4.
B4. Is it correct? Others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Others? Madangi, is it correct? There are two Madangi.
Sir.
Madangi.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
Madangi. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Dwaragan? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
No. Right. So this is correct because you have been asked to write a formula. The format is not given in the question like the previous questions, right? In the previous questions, they gave a format for a function, but here nothing happens. So you can use your maths. This is simple enough. Equal C4 minus B4, because in C4 you have the data for 2015. In B4 you have the data for 1972, and there is a minus sign, which means subtraction. So So this is correct. Okay. Tell me, suppose if you want to use the sum, because it is a formula, even you can use the sum too. So if it is sum, how to write that? How to write that sum function now? Anybody?
Equals sum.
Equals sum,
Equals sum.
simple
Bracket.
bracket.
Please
C4,
try speaking
comma,
loudly, right? Here it's heavy raining. I can hear if you speak loudly.
equals
Equal,
sum,
yes, equal sum,
simple bracket.
yes.
C4,
C4, yes,
comma,
yes,
minus B4.
minus B4, right. Even this can be accepted because the question is a formula. Function itself as a formula, right? So both answers are okay, but the first one seems to be very simple. You can write the first one, right? Okay. Look at the second one. Second question. Write down the formula that should be written in cell E4 to calculate the percentage increase of CO2 emission from 1972 to 2014 for Bangladesh. I repeat it. Write down the formula that should be written in cell E4, right? E4, which means here. Here. E4 to calculate the percentage increase of CO2 emission from 1972 to 2014 for Bangladesh. Right, look here, that method also given, that may be very useful, right? Look here, how to calculate that? Difference over value of the year, value of the year 1972, asterisk 100. This is the format. So try following this format. It's very simple because, you know, for finding the percentage, there is no function available in spreadsheet. All you have to do is use your mathematics. And more importantly, you are given the format. Follow the format, difference over value of the year 1972 into 100. All you need to do is apply those values in the right places, not the values actually, cell addresses. Okay. Anybody, what would be the answer?
Equal
Equal
bracket.
Wait. Equal.
bracket
Is it bracket? Okay, bracket.
C4 minus B4
C4 minus B4.
slash
Yeah, okay. Okay.
B4 B4 B4
B4
asterisk
asterisk
100.
Is it correct?
Yes,
Any
sir.
others?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Any others?
Yes, sir, correct.
If you have any different answer,
Sir,
Yes,
equal
sir.
B4
okay, give me
slash B4
equal.
equal bracket
Okay.
B4
D4, right?
D4
D4
slash
slash
B4
B4
bracket asterisk 100.
Okay, look, let's check it. So according to the format, first of all, you have to write the difference, right? So remember, it is Bangladesh. Difference, the method for finding the difference is already mentioned in the first question. So how to find the difference? Value of 2014 minus value of 1972. So where is the value of 2014? It is in C4. Okay. Minus, where is the value of 1972? It is B4, right? So instead of the word difference, you have this one, C4 minus B4, right? Then forward slash, which means division, okay? The division symbol there. Then the value of the year 1972. Where is the value of the, where is that value? It is in here, right? B4. Okay, that is correct. Then asterisk, yes, asterisk, 100. So it is correct. But you know that difference is already found. In the first question, we talked about difference. That remember the difference is in D4. Don't think that it is empty cell. It doesn't have data, because you know there is a heading difference. So which means there are differences. Whether they have data or not, it's not an issue. So now difference for Bangladesh is in D4. So now you want difference, right? So it is D4. It may be easiest method. Then / okay, keep the / division. Then value of the year 1972, here it is, right? B4. Yes, that is correct. Then close the bracket, asterisk 100. Okay, so both answers are correct. You can write the first one or second one, because these are formula. You know, when it comes to formula, there may be different ideas, right? Because it's a problem solving, kind of problem solving, right? Definitely you have different ideas. So both are correct. Understood? Let's take the third one. So assume that two formula entered to cells D4 and E4 are copied to the cell range D5 to E10. Write down respectively the two formula displayed in D9 and E9 that are related to Sri Lanka. Okay, let's read it again. Assume that the two formula entered to cell D4, this one, right? D4, we already wrote the formula, and E4, just now we have written that one, E4, are copied to the cell range D5 to E10, D5 to E10. Write down respectively the two formula displayed in D9, E9. Okay, I tell you. So the question seems to be little, confusing, but the fact is there. The question is, you have written this formula in D9, sorry, D4, right? So that D4 is copied to D9. Okay, because in Sri Lanka, so D9. So what is shown in D9? That is first question. You have a formula in E4 that is copied to E9. So what is shown in E9? That's the other question. Okay, so I tried them on the board. Look here. Look here. First of all, we can try that D4 formula. D4. So in D4, we have, what is it, equal C4 minus B4, right? C4 minus B4. So now it will be copied to D9. Okay, the question is D9, yes, for Sri Lanka, D9. Tell me, what is displayed in D9 now?
C9 minus B9.
Equal C.
Equal
C9 minus B9.
C9 minus B9, right?
Yes.
C9 minus B9. Look, going from D4 to D9, so which means we go to the different rows, column same. So no changes occurred in the column. It's C, it's B. Okay. So how far you go down from 4 to 9, maybe 5 or something. But it's very simple. When you are in 4, it is 4. When you are in 4, it is 4. Now you are in 9th row. So it is 9. It is 9. So this is the first answer. But you have two questions there. So now we considered the formula written in D4. So it is, and also you have another one, which is about the formula written in E4, right? So take that E4 formula first. what did we write in E4? Equal within bracket D4 slash B4, right? B4 asterisk 100. This is the one which we have written in E4. Now this has, E4. This has to be copied to E9. This is in E4. Let's copy this into E9. So what is displayed in E9 now?
Equal.
Bracket.
Yes,
Bracket D9
D9
slash
uh,
B9
B9
bracket close asterisk 100.
Is it correct?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, look, going
Yes,
from
sir.
E4 to E9. E4 to E9, so we move rows. We pass the rows, okay? No changes in the column. So it is D here also D. It is B here also B, no changes. Okay, now from 4 to 9, again we move quite some rows, right? Maybe 4 or 5 rows. So how to take, when you are in fourth row, it is 4. So when you are in 9, it is 9. When you were in fourth row, here it is 4. So here, when you are in 9, it is 9. You know, when you copy asterisk and 100, they will be same, because only cell addresses are changed when they are copied, not the figures. Figures, they must be there. This is the answer. See, questions are very simple, right? You can obtain whole marks. There is no way to lose a single marks in the final exam in spreadsheet. But you need practice. You should know how to handle the things. Okay. So I think the remaining questions are okay. There is one more question. Look. Right. Look here. Now question number 4. Right. A formula in the form of function within brackets cell 1 colon cell 2 is written in cell B11 to calculate the total CO2 emission in all countries in 1972. Write down the relevant terms for function 1, cell 1 and cell 2. What is it? There is a formula in B11 to calculate the CO2 emission for all countries in 1972. Look at the format equal function, which means there is a function name within brackets cell 1, which means there is a cell address, colon cell 2. It's very simple, isn't it? So what is written in B11 here, right? B11 here. To find the total for 1972. According to the format, it is function 1. This is the format, function 1 within bracket cell 1. Cell 1, my handwriting is not good here. Cell 1 colon cell 2. So tell me, what is replaced
Equal sum.
function?
Equal sum.
It is
Sum.
sum.
Equal sum.
Equal sum.
Sum.
Simple
Bracket.
bracket.
Cell 1 means
B4.
B4.
this one, right?
B4.
B4. Cell 1 means B4.
Colon B10.
Yes, colon. Cell 2. What is the cell 2?
B10.
This one, right? Maldives. B10.
Now,
B10. So the question is about write the term. So you can write function 1. Okay. Sorry, not function 1, function. According to the question, it's function, right? Function sum. Cell 1. Draw an arrow. It's B4. B4. Then cell 2. Cell 2, it's B10. Okay. So even this is correct, or this may be the right answer. Both are correct. Okay. Right. So the last one is about the chart. We will have to study the chart. So these are the 4 questions available in spreadsheet. Now you should have some confidence, right? So when you are doing past papers, we take past papers not only for showing the models, also giving some sort of confidence. So now you all realize that you can manage this. If you try a past paper, you know, in the second part, you can manage this database question and spreadsheet question. 2 complete questions can be managed. The remaining 4 questions will be in grade level. So now you should have such, skill, right? Managing database and managing spreadsheet. All right, so now I hope that you have enough practices because we took enough 2 questions. Actually, these questions must be explained directly on the board. Then only you can understand. I didn't want them to be conducted online because sometimes it is tough to switch from screen to board and showing one by one. It's tough. But when you are seeing both sheet and the answer on the same screen, then you can manage. So you can get some idea. That may be the reason why even I have written as handwritten, right? So I use that idea because if I use the board, it's tough. The sheet is on the screen, and if I write on the board, sometimes you are unable to see both of them. But okay, we managed them. I took 2 questions in the past paper. Right. So hereafter, we will have to take the chart. That may take 1 class. Even we can go a little fast and complete within 30 minutes. But I feel that charts are important for your practical life. Maybe in the final paper, there may be 1 mark question in chart. Maybe the last question, right? In always they ask the chart as the last question in the second part, maybe 1 mark. But managing that question is very simple. Even without explaining them in the computer, I can explain that. But that may be very useful in terms of practical, because as a student, definitely you need to do, or you need to construct some charts for some other subject, maybe for your school, so maybe some other reasons. So in that particular instance, you should know how to create charts. So I will take 1 more class to explain the charts. Not now, not today, because almost the time is up. So we cannot start and give the introduction because it needs some time. So it's enough for today. We spent we spent maybe almost 1 hour for discussing 2 questions, but don't think that they are useless, because they are very important for your exams. So that's why it's okay. Right. So in the next class, I will start the charts and try to complete or try to finish the spreadsheet in that particular day. Okay. So it's enough for today. We will meet in another class. Okay. Thank you.